What the f isn't a trigger? Howdy. Just sitting down for some real talk. It's really late. I probably have to be at work in like 3 hours, and I can't sleep because I'm hugely conflicted. Welcome to the what's that? It's not new. I mean, of course I am. I had a group tonight, last night, whatever. It was my mental health issues group. It was amazing. It always is. I love that group. Oh, I love that group. But it's very challenging, and which is probably why I love it so much. It's very challenging. The facilitators are really incredible people. It's a big group. The people that go are really incredible people. And it's just awesome. So, anyway, we go through the group and it's funny and it's poignant and it's real and hard and all of those things. And you go through this, huge like roller coaster of emotions. And we get to the end, and one of the facilitators kind of gave us some homework. And that was to identify triggers.
For the purpose of my recovery, we'll be using the second definition. Trigger, something that acts like a mechanical trigger in initiating a process or reaction.
Talking about triggers and trying to change those triggers from negative things to positive things. And I immediately got incredibly uncomfortable. That kind of uncomfortable that doesn't feel good. I mean, like, okay, uncomfortable doesn't feel good, but I mean, like that. I'm in recovery. I'm not trying to deal with triggers. Ooh, the realism of the enormity of taking a trigger that's a negative thing and manifesting its reaction and response from you into a positive thing so that it then reframes itself into a positive trigger is a that's like that's a bit big, but you don't deal with things in big things like that, so we deal with the small first. So the homework was like to just kind of identify maybe one or two of your biggest triggers, which for some reason immediately started me crying, and I don't know, seemed inappropriate at the time, still does, but as I was driving home, I'm thinking about my triggers. There are an abundance of triggers. Like, the church that houses the group that I'm talking about is on a piece of land that I basically grew up in and nothing nice happened in. That I remember right now. I can remember a lot of bad, though. Took back a job that, because I was high, constantly turned my life into like hell. But it wasn't the job, it was me, clearly. But a trigger, nonetheless. Like, what the f isn't a trigger? Because everything, that church, but there isn't a really good place in town. This job I'm working is literally 3 houses away from the place that the worst things that I can remember as a child happened. Because of the nature of things, recovery still, and will always be never more clear than today. But we're in a time right now where we're doing an inventory. I am actually getting ready to give my testimony, which is huge and super, 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 super scary. Let me just fall apart. At least I pull over. I can't drive crying. I can't drive a lot of things, but I can't drive crying either. Everything is a trigger. I'm really living in a life right now. Everything is still a trigger. My home life, my work life. There isn't a place I didn't get high. There isn't a place I didn't destroy. There isn't a place that I didn't experience pain and therefore dole out pain, because hurt people hurt people. And I'm not, I don't know how triggers work really, in that I'm in a place where I feel amazing. I feel God. I feel a purpose. I am purposeful. Life is good. And yet, I can't think of one piece of it that doesn't trigger. I guess it could be said that all things trigger something. So maybe I'm just thinking about it too hard, but typically when responses like this happen, they mean something. I am feeling triggered. To do drugs? No. To escape? Yes. So, I'm experiencing an amazing time in life. I'm completely tripping off this. What is that ticking? Oh God, I'm losing my mind. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I really need to go to bed. So the ticking is my Well, there's an answer. Having an awake life is an amazing and crazy trigger.